We welcome you, sir. Professor Saudul Hassan, sir, he's an educational consultant and working for CISC, Cambridge IB School Council in India. He runs an NGO called Malik International Educational Foundation since last 28 years. And he has 7 PhD degrees, Master in Law, Master of School Management, and 16 Harvard Education School certificates. We welcome you, sir, on behalf of our whole SPI team, which you can use to change the world. As said by Nelson Mandela, that the power of education can change not only the society, but also the world. Education is not only a means to earn livelihood, but it is a complete mindset in itself. It is only proper education given to the youth that will bring a positive change we wish to see in our society. But only education of subject alone will not bring the change we expect to see in our education system. Along with we need to inculcate our syllabus along with the Quranic studies, that is, the Quran, Hadith and Sunnah. And there emerges a need of Islamic schools. I would request Nida ma'am to come on stage and throw some light for the needs of Islamic schools in today's society.
Our special guest, Professor Dr. Saudul Hassan sir, Pari Suhail Sahab, our respected principal ma'am, staff members, and most important of all, our dear parents and audience. As we all know, we have gathered here for the inaugural ceremony of our 4th branch here at Kursi. We have come a long way since 2016. Overcoming all the barriers which usually we as Islamic institutions face. So we all talk about like this is the need of the hour, we have to have these kinds of schools, but we don't know how we'll get through this, how we'll give our children this kind of education which will be at the same pace with the ongoing English medium and all the English medium schools. So, the number of Islamic schools have drastically increased over past few years. Despite of all the demographic and all the geographical difference, we all share the common goal of educating Muslim students. We share a similar mission, that is to provide quality academic education in an Islamic environment. These Islamic schools might not even know each other, but they have one goal in common, that is, we have to serve the Ummah. We have to raise a kind of student which in future, inshallah, is going to serve our Ummah in a positive way. Building and maintaining Islamic schools is a complex and a challenging task too. At times, many of us feel that this is a particular problem which we are facing, but on a great level, on an international level, more or less all the Islamic schools face the same problems. Like some says that we have financial issues, some says that the curriculum is not available, particular Islamic curriculum is not available. Some will be identifying some strategies how to overcome these barriers. As we have learned from Jim Collins' book, that is Good to Great. Good is the enemy of great. In this growth stage of Islamic schools, we'll expect great work from our schools. Good is not enough in today's scenario. What strategies can we use to make our school great? Let's see. The first issue which we come up with is the image building. Image building has become a necessary for schools to tackle not only the wider community's perception of Islamic institutions, but also to tackle our Muslim community's perception. We look down towards Islamic school. We think that हमारे schools में उस level की education नहीं provide करी जाएगी. हमारे school में उस level के educators नहीं हैं. हमारे teachers well qualified नहीं हैं. So we ourselves look down upon Islamic schools. So there are some challenges like Muslim community's perception. Then just hearing the name of Islamic school, we think that we have this kind of school. Children must be sitting on the floor, they have a cap on their head, they have a set curriculum, they don't have any extracurricular activity, though they don't have any kind of competition. We build this image, we have this image in our mind. But we have to shift this image from this to that. We have to build an image that we have to normalize this. That our children can compete with others at the same platform while wearing cap, while wearing hijab also. Wearing hijab doesn't mean stop us from doing anything. Like our children can compete in the competitions, they can represent our community and on an international level also. So we as Muslim community, we Islamic institutions face some challenges, like we have distrust in Islamic school. Lack of trust is there. For other parents, feedback has more value than the educators. Parents think that the one who has taken the risk of opening an Islamic school, opening an institution, who is an entrepreneur, he must have done a lot of research. But they think that they get an idea. रात में सोए थे एक आइडिया आया कि हमारे बच्चों को ऐसा स्कूल मिलना चाहिए और हमने नेक्स्ट डे एक इस्लामिक स्कूल खोल दिया. वो लोग बहुत रिसर्च करते हैं, बहुत सी फिक्रें लगती हैं, बहुत से लोग उसके साथ जुड़ते हैं, बहुत से रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट टीम बनती है, फिर उसके बाद एक आइडिया को अंजाम दिया जाता है. Then parents sometimes blame the school for their children's weaknesses. And we have conflicting measures of schools' expectations also. Sometimes we set our expectations so high that we, being an institution, is not able to fulfill it. Unrealistic expectations are there. Then we have some wider communities' perceptions also, like fear of unknown, Islamophobia we have. Then negative image of Islam in media. Media plays an important role, and in today's world, it means everything. Overcome these challenges. Like we will provide quality education, continuous improvement in every area is needed. Obtaining accreditation means like a goal for us. Then is a benchmark. Then developing a marketing plan, being transparent with the parent body, educating the Muslim community, interacting with the wider community. The next challenge which we face is the keeping the mission alive. The mission and vision plays a very important role in development of an Islamic school. Having a clearly written mission that is periodically reviewed and revised is the key to a better understanding of the expectation between the school and its community. पेरेंट्स को, कम्युनिटी को भी पता होगा कि हाँ ये स्कूल किस नियत से खोला गया है, किस मकसद से खोला गया है, ये लोग किस चीज़ को टारगेट कर रहे हैं, how they are going to approach the children, how they are going to integrate the curriculum, ongoing curriculum with the Islamic culture. We have to have a transparent relation. When our mission and vision is clear to us, like the motto of our school is success here and hereafter. यहाँ पे हमें कामयाबी कैसे हासिल करनी है और यहाँ की कामयाबी से रिलेटेड ही हमारी आखिरत की कामयाबी है. हमारी दीन और दुनिया अलग है ही नहीं. हमारी दुनिया तभी बन सकती है हम जब दीन पे चल रहे होंगे. तो हमारी here or hereafter is connected with each other. It is not separate from each other. Then we have some challenges also. The mission of the school is not clear to every constituency. Different people expect different things from the school. Human being is diverse, their thinking is diverse, so is their expectations also. The school is judged according to different expectations. Sometimes the mission does not reflect in the school, sometimes the mission is not realistic to achieve. Recommendations are also there that create clear, well thought out mission and vision statement that we have. Our vision is to proclaim the greatness of Almighty till eternity, self-evaluation and self-purification. Our mission is to nurture leaders with human values who are ready to serve the humanity. हमें सबसे पहले तो इंसानियत को सर्व करना है, हमने सबसे पहले तो अच्छा इंसान बनना है, तभी तो हम किसी के लिए भी फायदेमंद हो सकते हैं. Then comes the next challenge, that is financial stability. As an institution, it is the most important thing, I guess. The quality education at school requires sufficient income through tuition collections, regular donations, smart investments, and secure savings. Islamic schools are responding to high academic expectations despite of lack of finances. There are challenges like quality education is expensive. As we all know, the tuition fees is increasing year by year, or you can say semester by semester it is increasing. High expectations with low funding. We have a low funding. Expecting more programs without enough funding means parents are suggesting that you should be running this program also, you should be running this program also. But in reality, we have lack of resources. Can we find new resources, new sources of revenue? Can we find new strategies for increasing the efficiency? How we will increase the efficiency of our management, of our teachers with the limited resources? So we have some recommendations also. We have to find new sources of revenue, find new strategies for increasing efficiency, expand the donor circle, build a reserve fund, build an endowment fund, build a financial aid fund. So these are some recommendations which we can look for our financial stability. Then we have leadership challenge. A lack of qualified leader in Islamic school is startling. Running a school requires a relevant professional background. We cannot do like this. We cannot bring any person and tell them to run a school or to lead a school. We have to have a well-professional, trained leader. Which has the ability to deal with long hours and heavy load. We have challenges like non-competitive compensation, lack of relevant professional background, incredibly complex job and heavy load, dealing with uncertainties like in Islamic school we are uncertain, like we don't know what will happen next. We don't know, we don't value nurture, we expect a lot, then we criticize a lot. We are there to criticize each and every small thing. As often we don't appreciate those small things, but we criticize a lot. Then we burn out and we lose our leaders. The next challenge is attracting, training and retaining our qualified teachers. हम लोग कैसे अपने teachers, अपने qualified teachers को attract करें, फिर उनको train करें इस्लामिक, क्योंकि हमारे जो teachers हैं, most of the teachers are of convent background. They don't know how to integrate the Islamic values in English curriculum. So we at Scholars Paradise International School, we train them and we try to retain the qualified and the laborious teachers. No Islamic school can survive without a solid, committed teacher. We have lack of well-trained teachers. We need to build our teacher base using a recruitment strategy, professional development plan, and strong compensation package. We have some challenges. We have less supply of teachers and more demand of Islamic background teaching. So we need to build an equilibrium between the supply and demand of these kinds of teachers. Then we should support them, nurture them, we should support them and nurture them. In SPI, at SPI, we have programs like Trellis. We have, means every day we have one session for teachers, they get trained, then they get evaluated upon it. Then we have sessions, we have group discussions, we have all sorts of activities which build a teacher, which train a teacher. Then building an effective board is also a challenge. Strong, well-educated, effective board functions as the backbone of the Islamic school. Board members are oriented, we should train the board members, they are oriented time to time, train and assess, they should be. Then we have challenges like tendency, we have the tendency to focus on management instead of governance. मैनेजमेंट हम लोग इंतज़ाम पे बहुत फोकस करते हैं, गवर्नेंस पे नहीं. मैनेजमेंट इज़ अ शॉर्ट टर्म प्लान एंड गवर्नेंस इज़ अ लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान. हमें एक गवर्नेंस प्लान बनाना चाहिए जिसमें हमारे पास चाहे कोई भी इन एंड आउट कितने भी हो, हमारी गवर्नेंस पे इफेक्ट ना आए. जब हमारे पास सेट ऑफ रूल्स एंड प्रिंसिपल्स होंगे तो हमारी गवर्नेंस पे इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा. बट we sometimes give more focus to the management than the governance. Many well-intentioned board members who lack training in governance, not placing enough emphasis on governance. These are the challenges. Then we have some recommendations also. We have to develop a board development plan, establish board standards and manage board with those standards. Develop board orientation and continuous board training workshops. We have training of our admin staff also, we have training of our management staff also, and of course our teachers are trained also. Then we should have a diverse parent body. Diversity is Allah's gift. However, managing diverse needs are quite challenging. हर किसी की अपनी ज़रूरतें होती हैं. As a parent की अपनी ज़रूरतें हैं कि हाँ हमारा बच्चा, कोई कहेगा कि हमारे बच्चे को हाफिज़ बनना चाहिए पहले, कोई बोलेगा नहीं उसको पहले एजुकेशन हासिल करनी चाहिए, कोई बोलेगा नहीं हमें गर्ल्स को भी हिफ्ज़ कराना चाहिए. Every parent has their own suggestions. Then some parents want, like I said, stronger emphasis placed on Islamic studies, some want on Arabic, while others may want emphasis placed on maths, some want emphasis to be placed on science. So to reach a mutual understanding, a strong relation must be built between the school and parents. So our recommendations will be, we do not compromise the mission of the school. We build a strong partnership with the parent. For that we have PTMs, for that we have parent orientation programs. We time to time call the parents also. We build an interaction sessions with them. So to educate the parent about the school's mission, educational realities, positive parenting strategies, different school issues and all. Then next is curriculum, on which the whole building stands. हम लोग बात तो कर रहे हैं कि हमें इस्लामिक एजुकेशन देनी है, बहुत अच्छी बात है, पर हमें देनी कैसे है? हमें कौन सी बुक्स इस्तेमाल करनी है? हम कौन सी बुक्स अपने स्कूल में इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे? वो बुक्स जिसमें एक थिन लेयर बिटवीन द राइट एंड रॉन्ग है, जिसमें हमारा बच्चा कभी भी भटक सकता है, या फिर हमने कोई ऐसा करिकुलम डेवलप किया है. सो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, हियर वी हैव MFEID supporting us, we have HONA and we have Trellis team with us. So the challenges are standard subjects. Most Islamic schools borrow curriculum from public schools. Arabic, Islamic studies, Quran, there are many efforts to build our own curriculum. We focus more on IQ rather than focusing it on EQ. Nowadays, we should focus on emotional quotient more than the intelligence quotient. So here are some recommendations also. Solid, well-rounded, clearly defined curriculum should be there, well-trained staff with instructional strategies addressing the needs of the diverse learners. Every lesson has activities addressing multiple intelligence. हम लोग की जो एक्टिविटीज़ होती है, हम लोग का जो करिकुलम है, सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि हम लोग ब्रिलियंट स्टूडेंट्स को माइंड में लेके चल रहे हैं और उनको हमने ट्रेन कर दिया, हमारी जॉब फिनिश हो गई. हम लोग उन पे फोकस कर रहे हैं जिन पे कोई फोकस नहीं करता. हम उनको साथ लेके चल रहे हैं जिनको कोई साथ में लेके नहीं चलता. So we are bringing everybody on a common and average platform. The next challenge which we face is the lack of roadmap. One thing all the Islamic schools can agree upon is that being young and independent in nature, Islamic schools sorely lack resources. We lack resources. We have to accept it. Specialists, resource centers, policies and guidebooks, and the agreed upon curriculum. We can benefit from sharing successful practices rather than reinvent the wheel. हम लोग जो इस फील्ड के महारथी हैं, उन्होंने जो एक करिकुलम बनाया है, हम लोग इस होड़ में ना रहे, हम अपना एक नया करिकुलम बनाएंगे. जो लोग अपनी ज़िंदगी इसमें लगा रहे हैं, जो लोग अपना पूरा वक्त इसमें दे रहे हैं एक करिकुलम को फॉर्मुलेट करने के लिए, हमको उन पे ट्रस्ट करना है और उनके करिकुलम को फॉलो करना है. So we should develop national and local Islamic educational resource centers from where we can take the resources, provide networking opportunities for teachers, administrators and board members. हमें एक कॉमन प्लेटफॉर्म बनाना है जहाँ पे इस तरीके की नीड्स को कैटर किया जाए. Create forums to share and benefit from successful practices. Create forums to problem solve. Last is the building bridges, partnership and networking. We have to build. Creating an Islamic community for our children is a step in the right direction. However, we must not let the community become isolated from the rest of the educational world. हमें सिर्फ अपने इस्लामिक इंस्टीट्यूट होने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम फिर किसी और से कोलैबोरेशन ही नहीं करेंगे. We are collaborating on an international level with all the Islamic institutions, and we should exchange all the ideas and problems which we face. So here are some recommendations also. Build synergy between teachers, administrators and other schools. Allocate times for teachers to work with each other to exchange ideas and strategies. Better utilizing the talents of the parents at the school. We have a parent body also, we should have. Then build partnership and alliance with business and service organizations and reach out to the schools who have similar goals without having just a competitive mind in our minds. So with this note, inshallah, we'll work towards the goal to integrate Islamic studies in our curriculum. That's it from my side. Jazakallah khair.
That the perspective of the parents need to change. It is a big thing which has not changed. That is the perspective of the parents. Parents still feel that the Islamic school is almost like a madrasa, which is not true. So let us, all of us here, change the scenario. Let us show, show it through our personality, show it through our, personality that Islamic schools are not exactly the madrasas they are thinking of, but it is far much better than what they think of. Jazakallah. Now, I request our branch heads to please welcome our guest of honors with a token of love and respect. Dr. Saudul Hassan sir,
हाथ लगा दी दे दी
पीछे चले गए
हाँ सर